Hey everyone, I'm Nick. This is my 2005 Mini Cooper S, and today I'm upgrading my Harman Kardon radio to an Android Auto and Apple CarPlay head unit. And I'm going to do that by keeping the Harman Kardon system and keeping steering wheel controls. And I'll be using this harness from NewMiniStuff. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually remove my universal Android Auto and CarPlay screen. And actually had that connected with an aux input that I added to the stock radio. So we're also going to remove that while we're here. First thing we have to do is open our glove box here and pop this panel down right here. There we go. And the reason we need to do that is to access the screws on either side for these silver panels right here. Now these are T30 on one side. It's on this side. Yep. And I think T25 on the other. Yep. So we'll get these out. Now with the screws out, we can move these out of the way so they can come up a bit, or no, they come down and over. And that moves over enough to access the two screws that hold the head unit in. Same thing on this side. These are T20s. Yep. There we go. Now we can pull the head unit out. Might have to handle the trim here so that you can get it out of the way. There we go. We'll pull this back. I have to pop my aux cable back out. If you're interested in how to run the aux cable to the factory head unit, I have a video that I made. There we go. Got the aux cable. Now I have to do the antenna right here. And the main harness right here. So there's actually a cam lock. You should be able to see right here. You push this little tab here, or push it up. And that allows this whole lever to come out. And then that comes out as one unit. And this here is a little screw that holds the harness to the radio. There we go. And that is our factory head unit removed. We can put that aside and hold on to it for another time. And while we're here, may as well remove this aux cable adapter right here, just in case I end up with another Mini someday and I want to use the aux cable. I have it, just plugs in right here. This here is the radio I'm installing. I've actually already tested it on the channel, and it's got standard ISO plugs right here, which happen to match the standard ISO plugs on the adapter harness. So this would just plug in right here. So we also have a steering wheel control decoder box here, and you can see it's got key 1, key 2, and ground. Now this is the adapter harness that came with the radio, and you can see we have key 1 and key 2 right here, and we'll have to tap into ground on that harness. So this harness right here does not come with key 1 and key 2 wired in, which would be here and here. So I'm going to depin this, take out key 1 and key 2, and pop them in here. Then I'll connect those to our key 1, key 2 on the harness here. Now to depin wires on these, got a set of tools right here. I'm going to use the straight pin right here. So we're going to start with key 2, since it's in the corner. We have to go in on either side right here to release the two catches. There we go. I accidentally earlier smushed back one of the prongs. I was trying to figure out how to remove these. So straighten that out. Pry these out very slightly so they'll catch again on the new harness. Now we want to make sure we put the new one in the right spot. We just depinned it here, so we're going to put it in the other top right one. You can look with the latch right here. So we're going to take this. It's going to go in like this. That is snapped in. Very good. I'm also going to take the back wire because it's not there, and the key 1 wire. So we'll repeat that process. That's the next one right here. There we go. And our last one right here is key 1. Do the same thing. There we go. So essentially those 2 little ears at an angle, you have to push them in so you can remove it. And you want to have them back out a bit so that they'll catch into the new plug. Then we have to just pop this in right here. And we have our new wires. And there we go. Awesome. Now, alternatively, the kit also comes with a plug and some pins, so you could connect these pins to the harness right here, pop the pins in here, and then just connect this right here and have an intermediate step. Now, the reason I went for swapping the wires over in here is that way it'll just be a direct plug-in to the radio with less extra wiring. Now let's get back in the car and install this. I just realized I forgot to connect my key 1 and key 2 wires that we swapped into the harness to key 1, key 2, and ground here. So I'm going to do that right now. Got some wire strippers here. There we go. Got a crimper right here. Grab key 1 here. There we go, nice and secure. Get key 2 right here. Key 2, good. Now we also have to connect our ground. And for that, I'm actually going to T-tap into our ground here. You can use your preferred way to tap into ground. I'll line this up here. Our extension for the ground. There we go. Now this will go to our T-tap right here. I use blue because it's a slightly thicker wire. And this is a 16 gauge extension here, so I put a red spade connector here, and that will just slot in right here. There we go. And that's our harness ready. This button right here, we'll have to make sure we have access to. Maybe put it down here so we can reach it and adjust the Harman Kardon system. Just cycle through different audio modes. It's good to have. So I'll just run it back there. But now we can actually start connecting this up. If you were interested in running a backup camera with this head unit, you can check out the video where I did that, where I tested it out and reviewed it. But since this is a very small car, I'm gonna stick to no backup camera for now. And we can start connecting this. So this plug here connects to the harness on the car. So open that up. Which way? Right here. You can see those blue marks right here where these pins over here go. So we're gonna go like that. Nope. There we go. I have an antenna adapter right here. You will need to get this separately. It's not included in the kit. There we go. And we can start feeding this back in. Now, if this rattles, you may want to wrap it in fabric tape because going over bumps, these are pretty firm. Maybe I'll go grab some fabric tape right now and wrap these up. Go. See, a lot quieter now. So push this back in there. Want to make sure our Harman Kardon connector here comes out back here. And all of this can go inside. You can actually push it downwards. There's room behind the HVAC module. Now, one thing I don't want to forget is to run a microphone. It will sound a lot better when you get phone calls. So I'm going to plug this in right here, unwrap this, and feed the microphone through here. And now we can plug the rest in. So, antenna here, we've got, and our plugs right here. These all plug in right there like that. And that is everything. Oh, it's powered. I realized I had it upside down. There we go. I did see it power on real quick, so now you'll notice it is loose in here. And that's because we need to set this DIN cage here so that it snaps in and holds the radio. So now let's see, does this power on? Powering on. Ah! Oh cool, it works. But we don't want radio. We'll test the rest later, but we have audio, and that is very good. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check something. Our steering wheel controls work. I just have to program the controls. So right here, you can see it there. Yeah. So we go to wheel on this specific unit, press the button on the steering wheel. I'm gonna hold the next button. So I'm pressing hold, then I'll tap next here. That's programmed. Press and hold the previous button, tap there, and that is programmed. So we've got our volume up, volume down, next track, previous track. Test that in the radio real quick. Next track, previous track, volume up, volume down. Awesome, perfect. Now this may depend on the radio, but that's how you would do it. Now what we need to do is lock this cage in place. So I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver here to push these tabs down on like the top and the bottom. Essentially, we want to push these tabs in and out, like up, so that it grabs the plastic at the top and things like that. So that way, that won't move. I may have to design and 3D print a spacer kit at some point to make this better. I found some foam strips to help secure the cage better, but like I mentioned, I plan on revisiting this and designing custom spacers. It's not perfect yet, but it should do just fine. I just want to keep in mind that to release this, you're going to use the keys that are included with the head unit here to remove it. That has snapped in, looks good, and now we can start reassembling. So pop these back in place. There we go, and we can screw those back in. We don't need the screws that held the radio in because it's a different mounting solution now. Put these screws back in. Make sure that's nice and snug. And now we can focus on routing the microphone. So now that our microphone is here, I can pop this up. I'm gonna leave my leave our Harman Kardon button right here. In fact, I gotta run this microphone through to. So there's a panel right here you can push out. I'm gonna feed the microphone through there. And I'm gonna pick a spot for it. It's got a clip, but you could also put an adhesive on the back and just stick it wherever you think works best. That is okay. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna go right here. I'm gonna feed this wire back up here. And then what I want to do is tuck this behind the A-pillar and run this down in the seal right here. You know what? It's a bit close. I'm actually gonna get this back here. And I'm gonna have the microphone live over here. So I'm gonna have to attach it in there, or potentially on the headliner, we'll see. Oh, by the way, if you're working with a light colored headliner, make sure your hands are clean, otherwise you might get dirt on it. And right here, go back a bit, leave a little loop in there, and then run down the seal. So I'm gonna get a trim tool to help guide it down. You could also put the microphone on the dash if you wanted, by your steering wheel, however you want, whatever works best for you. And then here, we just pop it behind the little panel, pull our slack back in, and we can tuck our wiring away down here, and we are done. And we're good to go. This will connect to CarPlay, CarBT_EC23, which is a pin that's provided right there, and we are in. And that is Apple CarPlay, wireless by the way, in my Mini Cooper. That's awesome. We'll do a quick test with music, with steering wheel controls, and previous track to resume, go back from the start. And of course this head unit has the volume knob, which is very convenient as well. Also has a mic built in here, but the mic up on the windshield will sound a lot better. USB input if you want to use wired CarPlay or wired Android Auto, and an aux input if you want to use something else. So there you go. If you're interested in this head unit, it's the Eonon X3U. I'll leave links and a coupon code down below if you want to get one for yourself. Before we wrap up, I'm going to toggle through the Harman Kardon amp modes with the button we put behind the panel under the steering wheel. It cycles the Harman Kardon amp through different modes, so you can pick what works best for you. So this right here is a really solid upgrade from my 2005 Mini Cooper S. If this video helped you out, don't forget to leave a like and hype the video because it really helps me out. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, or you want to watch me fix and upgrade this car, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.